Thank you. Welcome back. Our guest tonight really could have used some spiritual guidance from St. Joseph in his youth. He made a mess. But thanks be to God, he never gives up on us. And through this young man's conversion and subsequent walk with the Lord, which eventually led him to ordination as a Catholic priest, he has come to embrace the influence of St. Joseph in his own life, and he wants to share that spiritual insight with all of us. He's been on the network many times. He and I have spoken a lot of conferences together over the years, and he shares his amazing conversion story in his book. I think it was his first one, called No Turning Back, A Witness to Mercy. Now, in his newest book, he encourages all of us to entrust ourselves, our church, and our world to the universal patron of the church, St. Joseph. This book is called Consecration to St. Joseph, the Wonders of Our Spiritual Father. So please welcome Father Donald Calloway.
Thanks, Father. Good to be with you, Padre.
You know, I saw in this that you are a very reverend father now, right? Because you're the assistant provincial?
Yeah, technically, I could put very reverend in front of my name. It's part of some canonical status that's allowed.
Yes. I just stay plain reverend.
It'll pass. Once my office is up, I just go back to reverend.
That's it. But it's but your and your community is called
the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception, and our claim to fame is the Divine Mercy Shrine in Stockbridge, Massachusetts.
Exactly. Plus, you have a lot of other works all over the world.
Yeah, we do.
You know, it's well spread out, and that one, of course, is well known to us here at EWTN because we celebrate with you and your community on Mercy Sunday, Divine Mercy Sunday. But this is on a different area, but an important one. A lot of people are very concerned about the state of society. And tragically, too many folks in the church are imitating the mess in society rather than Jesus our Lord. And that's lay people and clergy and hierarchy alike. All that points out to the need for St. Joseph. Tell us a little bit about how you started reflecting on the importance of St. Joseph and then writing this book.
Well, you know, it goes back to my initial conversion. The first time I ever walked into a Catholic church, I didn't know it at the time, but now, looking back calendar-wise, it was actually March 19th. Which is the solemnity of St. Joseph. At the time, I didn't know that.
Right.
But, you know, I developed a relationship with him as I went through seminary, and that was fantastic. He helped me so much. And then, you know, as I've been a priest now 16 years, and I do a lot of talking to people, and you're right, this crisis in the world, it's crept into, that smoke has crept into the church in many instances. A lot of confusion about marriage, about masculinity, femininity, you know, and these kind of, the gender ideology nonsense that's out there. So I thought to myself a couple years ago, you know, we've, in times of crisis and ages past, we've called upon Our Lady to help us, you know, whether it's through the Rosary or Marian Consecration. Those are wonderful. But I thought today we've got like an anthropological crisis. People don't know who they are. Men identify as women or women identify as men. It's so much confusion. I thought to myself, is there something like a St. Louis de Montfort 33-day consecration to St. Joseph, right, the patron of the Universal Church, as you said, and you know, the man who took care of Jesus and was the guardian of Our Lady? We could really use a strong, loving father right now like that. I wonder if this exists. So I looked, Father, around the world. I couldn't find any. And I asked different people in different cultures, does this exist? Doesn't. So I said, I'm going to do it. So I spent the last 3 years putting the book together to give people this form of consecration.